And also new this morning, Morehouse's associate athletic director is on administrative leave following a double shooting. Dr. Philip Thomas was booked into the Fulton County Jail following the incident stemming from last month. A witness told police Thomas got into an argument with two people over fraternity things. At one point, a man involved in the fight ran toward Thomas, and that's when he shot at him, allegedly. The bullet passed through the first victim and hit a second person in the leg. Morehouse released a statement saying in part they will monitor the APD investigation.